Toxic shame came up in therapy on Friday, and it came up again at work when I was at work. And so I've been really focusing on how I can support myself as I work through a lot of my toxic shame that I'm now coming to realize is a big part of my life. It takes courage and strength to face and heal some of these wounds that have been caused by shame. I know I'm not alone in this, and I know there is a way through it to heal and to become a better version, more authentic expression of myself. And I just wanted to let everybody know on here who is also working through toxic shame that you can only do it by recognizing the patterns, right? We have to take that time to identify what the patterns are, where the triggers are, and how those are contributing to the toxic shame that you're bound by. We can break free. I'm working through my own. I am leaning into the pain and gaining a deeper understanding of myself. But if you're showing yourself kindness and compassion and reminding yourself every day that you are deserving of love and of acceptance, regardless of whatever past mistakes or perceived flaws that you carry, treat yourself with the same empathy and understanding that you would offer a dear friend. Challenging the negative self-talk is a big one. So toxic shame it usually feeds off of that negative self-talk and that criticism that we give to self. So when we have to be super hyper aware of being mindful of our thoughts and practicing those challenging them and questioning their validity and replacing them with positive affirmations and going into find the root so that we can focus on what is truth, what is real. Another thing is have a support system. This is needed. Friends, family, a therapist, anyone that can provide that safe space for you in a non-judgmental, open environment is going to help you so much. Having someone who understands and supports you is going to make the biggest difference on this journey of healing toxic shame. I am so blessed with the people that I have in my corner that hear me and see me for exactly where I am, and they don't judge me. And it's such a beautiful process to lean into being uncomfortable in my vulnerability to a point where it is becoming more comfortable for me. And that's part of my toxic shame, is doing it alone. I don't have to do it alone. I'm worthy of the space and the support and the compassion from my trusted sources and support systems. So the next thing is forgiveness of self. We all make mistakes. It's part of being a human, right? We need to learn how to forgive ourselves for past actions, our perceived shortcomings. This growth and this journey is coming to a process of acknowledging that, yeah, there were mistakes, but we're taking the steps needed to make amends with ourselves and others to do better. Self-care is also very, very needed, right? We have to take care of ourselves holistically. I'm realizing my goal for this month is aligning and becoming more fully embodied in my feminine of being receptive and open. And I've actually been researching cycle syncing and how the hormones in my body are going to produce differently, obviously, and give me more energy for these days where I can be more productive, and more rest on these days where I can be more reflective. And so I'm really trying to sync my actions to my body and really be in that body. Because I know that's going to help me feel better. It's going to help me process things more productively. And it's also going to take me out of this cycle of like just dwelling on the toxic shame and like, I got to, bulldoze through this, rather than like, there's a time and place to get really deep, but there's also a time and place to be light and enjoy life and have excitement and happiness and joy. And then go back, deep dive again, another layer. So it's find balance. Don't just get stuck down deep in like the hard stuff. Let yourself breathe. Okay. The thing with shame is it requires a level of vulnerability that is We have to be open to that growth. We have to be, excuse me, we have to embrace that vulnerability and create the space for ourselves for that healing and that connection to occur. This is a process. I know it's going to take time and patience. It's very uncomfortable. And I guess what I'm doing here, sharing this is what I want to hear. And so I'm going to go back and listen to this for myself as a reminder of all these things as I'm moving through this journey of toxic shame and seeing all these patterns and things that really have been driving, and I've been letting it. So we're capable of breaking free from this. The chains of shame and the living a life, we deserve to live that life filled with love and acceptance. If you made it to the end, I love you. If you needed to hear this, I love you. If you need to vent, I'm here. If you need to speak your story, I'm here. I feel like we can cultivate a wonderful community here on TikTok where we do get uncomfortable being vulnerable with one another, and collective healing is such a powerful thing, you guys. I love you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.